Oh my gosh, so it feels like forever since I've had the chance to speak to you, and I've filmed a couple videos and I just haven't had time to edit or upload them. So hi, this video is really random and really weird, and I have a stain on myself because, like we all know, I spilled things on myself at dinner. Well, I spilled things on myself at dinner, so now I have a stain here on my hand because I was eating and I dropped my food. But I am in Los Angeles, California, and I'm filming out of a hotel room with fuzzy walls. It's really trippy. So please excuse the craziness. We've been here for a couple of days. We're gonna stay a couple more. And here's the thing, I kind of wanted to do a meetup, but I felt like things are gonna be so crazy. You know, the only time I would have for a meetup is a couple hours, and I feel like that's not enough because when you hang out with your friends, it's not for like 2 hours, it's like for half a day. And you know, when I see you guys, I really want to spend time with you, not just hi, bye kind of thing. So, you know, we're not really having a meetup this time, maybe next time, but if you're in the Los Angeles area, we've been in kind of Beverly Hills for the last couple of days. We're going to be in Beverly Hills tonight, and then tomorrow we're heading down to Santa Monica, and then we're going to spend a couple of days in Santa Monica, Calabasas, and Marina del Rey. And I'm also going to tell you guys a little bit about what I'm working on because it's really exciting. It's kind of a mixture of things. You guys know that I have a couple of shoots down here, which is kind of what we're going to be concentrating on, but we're also doing some medical things, which I'm really excited about, and I'm actually going to take you guys behind the scenes. I'm getting to meet a lot of amazing doctors down here, a lot of amazing nurses and MDs, and people who really just kind of know what they're doing and can give some really amazing feedback for skincare, you know, for general healthy life choices, even for hair and nails and things like that. So I'm really excited, and I'm going to be taking you guys behind the scenes on some treatments that I'm going to be getting and some procedures that I'm going to be doing. And these procedures I never really have done before because of either cost or because of, you know, I wasn't ready to do them or anything like that, or, you know, I didn't find the exact right procedure or the right doctor to do that procedure. So I'm really excited, and you guys are going to get to go behind the scenes with me. And really just explore new options of acne treatment, of, you know, medical things that have to do with the skin and with beauty and with just healthy living. For instance, I drank an antioxidant drink today with like vitamins A, C, and E, and it had no sugar in it. And you guys know, if you buy almost anything at the store, if you look at the ingredients, it says fortified with vitamin A, vitamin C, vitamin E, and the first ingredient is sugar. Oh boy! It's like one of those drink mixes. This is one that didn't have that, and I was like, wow, like what a refreshment. So yeah, that is basically what's up. This is excitingly crazy. But if you're going to be in the Beverly Hills area today or tomorrow morning, or Santa Monica or Marina del Rey for the next couple of days, you should say hi and we should hang out. So yeah, that is basically what's going on. Also, there is a contest going on where you guys can win a chance to go to New York Fashion Week and design clothing with the designer of Boy Meets Girl, who is Stacey Eagle. So this is a contest that I'm really excited to, you know, tell you guys about. It's with Lockers and Bloglovin', and I'm actually going to show you guys how to enter because it can be kind of confusing, but stay tuned for that. It should be tomorrow or the next day if I have time to get everything up and edited and filmed. But yeah, this is basically an update video and an I love you video and an I miss you and I can't stand going this long without making videos kind of video because there really is no purpose to this video. I just had to sit down and film. And to tell you guys about this amazing contest where you guys can actually design clothing with a designer that will be released into Fashion Week Runway. So yeah, this is all really exciting, and we got to meet up with some of my relatives that I've only met once in my life, and this is a long story, but I'm Russian, so I like long stories, so I'm going to tell you a long story, and I hope you're going to like it too. My side of the family, we have my mom's side and my dad's side. My mom's side is pretty big, Italian, a bunch of mix. My dad's side, I always thought of them as being small, because the only family I really knew was my dad and my grandfather Opa and my grandmother Opa. And what's interesting is that we have these relatives that, you know, somehow from way back when we were connected, and we never really get to talk to them because they're here in LA, and every single time I'm here it's always so crazy. But we got to see them for about half a day and really talk about this family history. And it's amazing how huge the family is on my dad's side and how lucky we are to be here. In the 1800s, I think it was my great-great-great-grandfather was one of 17 children. And out of 17 children, they lived in this part of Ukraine that's now occupied by Russia. And basically this was kind of a time when the communism was kind of taking over, and basically if you owned land or if you had anything, you were seen as an enemy of the government, because the government wanted to say that everyone owns nothing and the people are all equal, and you know, that no one should own anything, the government should own everything, and that people should all live the same, which in theory is a good idea, but then you still have these cases and castes of, you know, government wealth and then poverty in the people and kind of things like that. So basically out of 17 children, only 5 of them survived. My grandfather and this other person in my family being, or my great-grandfather and his brother being 2 of them, and then an aunt, and then the other 2 ended up dying. But out of 17, ultimately only 3 survived. And out of those 3, you know, my grandpa lost his father at 15, and his mother, I think, even younger. I don't think he ever really knew her. And he was an only child, and it's like, how lucky are we to be here? And then the other thing is that there were so many times, you know, we were hearing all these stories about how they were getting, like, shot at by, they were, like, mowing their lawn or trying to, like, harvest hay, and they were getting shot at from warplanes up in the sky in Austria. And they're like, why are they firing at us? We're a neutral country. So it just shows you really how lucky you are to be here. But I just wanted to share this little story with you because I thought it was really funny. There was a time where my grandfather, I think he was being drafted for the military or something, and there were 2 groups. A group that was going to be sent to Poland and a group that was going to be sent back to Russia. And my grandfather was like in the group that was going to be sent to Russia. And he knew that because his father was a judge and a math teacher and, you know, he was against communism, he knew that if he returned to Russia, he would get shot. So when the guards weren't looking, you know, they were kind of sorting everyone out, he just kind of walked over the line into like the Polish group. And nobody said anything. And that's how he ended up in Poland. And if he didn't do that, he probably would have been killed. Oh, here's my favorite story ever. So I don't know if this was I think this was in Germany. I don't know if it was years before or years later. But you know, these military people were trying to get kind of slaves or people to just do their work for them. And they said, here, Opa, to my grandpa, here, Yurko, here's a shovel. Go fight in the war. And my grandfather looks at the shovel and he sees all these people getting shovels and they're supposed to go fight against people with guns. So my grandpa, in his head, is like, dude, if I take a shovel to these people, we're gonna get shot and die. So he takes his shovel and he runs up a tree. And he hides in a tree as this battle is going on below him. And obviously the people with the guns killed the people with the shovels. And so the people with the shovels died and the people with the guns moved this way. And he just sat in that tree and waited for them to pass. And I don't know why that's my favorite story, but it just is. So we learned a lot of amazing things. It was great to reconnect. We got some amazing opportunities to speak with doctors here in Beverly Hills today, which was amazing. You know, some amazing new treatments, some amazing new ideas and philosophies in medicine. And I'm just in a happy, tired, I want ice cream kind of mood. So I love you guys. Stay tuned for a video, hopefully tomorrow or the next day. And yeah, that's my story. I'll link you guys to a video. I think it's called like the 10 Secrets You Didn't Know About Me video. In a video I talk about my grandfather and how he bought my grandma shoes and she didn't like him, but then she ended up liking him. So if you guys want more grandpa story time, then I'll link you guys to that video because I really do miss my grandpa, and the only grandpa that I have left is terminally ill right now, so it's like a tough issue to deal with, but I use humor to cover that up and ignore the fact that I'm not feeling too good about it. So yeah, I love you guys. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that you guys understand life has been crazy and I just can't go this long without talking to you. So if I don't have good videos planned, I'm just going to sit here and blab. And I hope you guys don't mind it. So I love you and I look forward to talking to you all soon. Love you guys. Bye.